Hello everyone, it's Darin Martineau here from MagicSecretsLive.com, and today I'm going to show you one of my original effects, which I call the it's Cactus Pete. Okay, this is my variation of an old effect. It's original because I've completely changed it. I've made it face up. I do use a method in here of Harry Lorraine, so I want to credit him, but this is a different effect. It is a gambler versus magician type of plot, but you'll see it's really cool. So here's your setup. Okay, you have the 4 aces and the 4 kings. You want to take the 4s and you want to put the 4s into 4 different places in the pack, okay, so that they're widely spread throughout. Now when you start off, you have them in position. You fan out the pack, okay. You make a pressure fan so you can see everything, okay. You can see where your 4s are, okay. There's one there, there, and there, right? Now, the audience doesn't know that you're going to use these 4s as 4 key cards, because what you have, okay, beforehand actually, let's back up, is you have behind the 4, you're going to have an ace. So, pardon me, you have an ace and a 4, aces and 4s next to each other, aces and 4s next to each other. Okay. Now, what you're going to do when you start off, you can do false shuffles and stuff if you want, but you start off, you do a pressure fan, very large. And what's going to happen is when you place the kings in, you're going to kind of have the cards toward yourself. You're not trying to really hide anything, but you want to do want to hide where you're exactly putting it in, because you're going to put the first one in right there, which goes in between an ace and a 4. Okay. So there's an ace, king, and a 4, okay? The audience won't know that. They'll just think you're putting them in, but you're putting them in a certain place, okay? Now the next one, as you're putting them in, you can kind of turn toward yourself if you want to. The next one goes in right there, and I'll show you it goes in between an ace and a 4, okay? Okay. And the pattern is you say, Cactus Pete was the king of cards. Every time you cut the deck, you cut to the kings, and you say you're going to put this in here. So the third one you put in, it goes in between another ace and a 4 there, okay? It's kind of the secret way you're putting them in, but I mean, you can do this openly, but you don't really want them to see. You want to kind of, you know, hide the fact that it's next to, you know, you don't want them to see what it's next to. Then you can do that just by thumbing over, going toward yourself. The next one goes in right here, in between the ace and the 4 again, on all 4 of those. So it'll just look like you're putting the kings into 4 different random places in the pack. Now here's what makes this really cool, okay? What's really cool about it, and what's very convincing about it, is that once you put those in, you let the audience push those in. You see, I want to make sure those are lost, so they push them in. So there's no multiple shift, nothing like that. Absolutely incredible. Now you can do any type of excuse me, you can do any type of false cut that you want at this point. I prefer to do like the Harry Lorraine type of false cut, which is like this, and I'll explain that. You do a swing cut, another swing cut, hold a break. There's the top, there's the bottom, there's the middle, okay? There's other ones you can do, like this one. This is not too much flourishy, because what you're going to do is you're going to show them there's nothing on top. You say, hopefully nothing. There's no kings on top, no kings on the bottom. But as you spread through, you're going to go to that first 4, okay? And you're going to put this on the bottom of the deck here. Because now what you're going to do with a one-handed slip cut is you can say, look, he's so good. You can start off by doing a slip cut if you want, just a regular slip cut. See, Cactus Pete. And you want to kind of do a deep one so it doesn't disturb your other order. But you just do a slip cut, which is just to take your thumb and thumb that off, but you do a slip cut. Say Cactus Pete cut to the king card. Now, you pinky count as you kind of pattern talking about Cactus Pete and how clever his fingers were and stuff. And you're going to pinky count here, okay, to get a break. Now, it's going to look like with your finger that you're pushing this card forward, but actually your right hand thumb is pushing it, the double up, okay? Now, this is a glide variation of Darwin Ortiz, so I want to credit him on this, okay? There's different things you can do here, which I'll show you. You could do a mechanical second of Marlowe. which is basically, he goes like this, okay? You hold the double here, and then you hold it between this finger, and it's the mechanical. See, it looks like you set it down. There's that you can do, or you can do the glide variation, which is what I like to do because it's very clean, as you show the first king. Now as you turn, you're going to push this back because your finger is here, your middle finger as you're showing. So as you turn, this is going to push this back, and you're going to switch it like so. Okay? So we'll show that again. Here, here, okay? Now we'll switch it for your ace, but you're going to set this down, okay, to the corner here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do a cut. You're going to kill that king, and I do it deep, only about a quarter of the deck here. You're going to, so you don't disturb the rest of the order. You're going to kill that king of clubs. It's toward yourself as you cut, and as you say, you show the top. There's no kings. On the bottom, there's no kings. Now as you do that, you're looking for your second key card, which your second key card is the next 4. So you just kind of spread down. As soon as you see the 4, you put these in. And you put these in, it looks like the middle, but you're putting just a small packet here. They don't know where it's going. It looks like it's going to the middle, but actually you don't want to disturb the rest of you don't want to disturb the rest of the order, right? So this goes in. Now, you can do another slip cut, but what I like to do to spice things up is do a one-handed slip cut, like Darin. And this is a very good plot because, you know, you're talking about a gambler versus a magician, and Cactus Pete, you know, was an old gambler, grifter, and you could always take the cards and cut to a king. Now what you do is, as you give the cards a shake here, you're going to swing cut, and your first finger is going to pull this back, this top card back. And actually this is going to happen in the hands, because you're going to catch here, okay? You can go to the table, but you want to be careful, okay? So now here's you have a king and an ace here, so you do another glide variation, okay? Which is like that. It looks like you're setting the king down, you're setting the ace down, okay? Now you're going to come back, and you're going to kill this one into the middle. The way you do that is you just take this like this, and you cut it. You have the king there, right? What you do is you just take another card from this packet, you put it on top like this, and now you just give that a couple of slip cuts. You want to go deep because see where your last 2 are. I'm going to show you. I'm going to stop here and show you. Those are your last 2, right, which are in the middle. So you want to go deeper down to kill this. So you make a slip cut like this, but towards yourself. And the reason towards yourself is so that you don't show them that last king, because you're going to cut it with about a quarter of the deck. You're going to kill it into the deck. Okay? Now, you do the third one. Do another slip cut, okay? You can do it in the hands. You swing cut and you pop, your finger comes back, okay? And, alright, pardon me, before you do that, you show nothing on top, nothing on bottom. You can have them give the cards a legitimate cut if you want. It's not going to disturb the order. But when you show the top cards like this, there's no king, you show there's nothing on bottom, again you go into your next key card, which is a 4, okay? And hopefully they're not going to notice a 4 each time, and they're not, and that's because they're not really focused on what you're doing here. You're just holding the cards. You can tilt them toward yourself, and they can see there's no king here, obviously. Do another slip cut, okay, which is to cut with your first finger. Cut with your first finger, swing cut. First finger will hold that back, okay? Now, as you're patterning and stuff, you're making a pinky count, and you're repeating your glide variation here. Repeat the move, okay? Now, you take this back, you're going to do the thing I showed you, which is to kill that card, okay? With the king towards yourself, you're going to cut that deep into the deck. So now, you can let them cut the deck, okay? Give it a couple cuts. What you're going to do now is you're going to show, hopefully nothing on top. You're going to make sure nothing on top before you show it. You say, look, there's no kings on top, no kings on bottom. Then you're going to go to your 4 again. Okay. Now, you should not have to spread too much. If you spread quite a few like that, that's okay, because you can either give the deck a cut like this as you're talking, and you can cut all those cards to that 4, and then do the last one like this. Okay. Again, okay. As you're patterning, as you're cutting, blah blah blah, you can do little jokes. It's good to throw in a joke. Say, cut the deck and do a one-handed cut. It's good to throw in a couple jokes. You want to spice it up. Now, as you were doing this joke, cut the deck for me. You want to do it face down so they can't see the cards at that point. This is just misdirection here as you say, cut the deck, and you make, some kind of fancy joke here. Misdirection for your pinky count. So this action, misdirection, covers all that, right? Do whatever you want here. Now, you come back, set that down, you say, look, he's a king of cards, he can always cut to a king. And then you say, the magician, you give the cards a shuffle, do whatever flourishes you want. So the magician was so good that he didn't even have to touch the cards. He just waved his hand over the cards and then they changed into the aces. And you say that's the story of how Cactus Pete got beat by the magician. So I hope you like this video. If you like it, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel for more free magic video tutorials. And if you'd like to check out my Master Magic course, the SURREALLUSION system, go to magicsecretslive.com. Thank you very much.